A building was about to be destroyed. In less than an hour, nothing would be left but rubble. But before the demolition started, one worker found an old brown envelope. It looked completely worthless, dirty, worn out, and ready for the trash. He almost threw it away, but something made him stop. And that decision changed everything. Because inside that envelope was something that had been missing for 27 years. Something that would leave both him and his wife in tears. And now, the rest of the story. Spring, 1983, Chicago. The Hartwell building was scheduled for demolition. Big Frank was part of the crew assigned to bring it down. For 4 days, his team had prepared the building. Now, everything was ready. One signal, and the building would come crashing down. But moments before the demolition, Big Frank made an unexpected decision. I want one last look inside. A few crew members followed him. One man laughed. You never know what people leave behind, another joked. If we find treasure, we're splitting it 4 ways. Everyone agreed. The men stepped inside. Room after room. Nothing. Just dust, old papers, broken junk. Then they entered what looked like an old office. The others searched desks and cabinets. Big Frank opened a closet. More junk, more papers. Then he saw it. A brown envelope. Old, wrinkled, forgotten. He picked it up, looked at it, and tossed it aside. Probably nothing. One of the crew called out, "Wait, check inside." Big Frank shrugged and started walking away. But after a few steps, he stopped, turned around, and looked back at the envelope. Something didn't feel right. He walked back, picked it up, opened it, and suddenly, he shouted. The other workers came running. What happened? Big Frank couldn't answer. His eyes filled with tears. His hands were shaking. The treasure of the Hartwell building had finally been found. He remembered the agreement. Anything valuable would be shared. But this wasn't money. It wasn't jewelry. It was something far more important. He looked at his crew. Please, let me keep this. Just this one thing. The men looked at each other, then nodded. That evening, Big Frank rushed home. He walked through the door, called for his wife, Helen, and placed the envelope in her hands. She opened it, looked inside, and froze. Seconds later, they were both crying, because what they were looking at had been missing for 27 years. Their wedding photographs, 36 of them, perfectly preserved. 27 years earlier, Frank and Helen had hired a photographer for their wedding, but money was tight. When the wedding was over, they couldn't afford to buy the pictures. The photographs disappeared, and over time, they believed they were gone forever. But somehow, those pictures ended up inside the Hartwell building. Hidden away, waiting to be found. And now, 27 years later, they were finally back where they belonged. A building was about to be destroyed, but before it disappeared, it returned something priceless. And now, you know the rest of the story.